Saudi Arabia is willing to spend an unprecedented fortune to take the Brazilian star. But will Real Madrid accept? Vinicius Jr., the star of Real Madrid and one of the main players on the planet, has just become the target of a billionaire proposal from Saudi Arabia, a value that was never offered before by a single player in football history. But will Real Madrid accept? Will Vini Jr. change the elite of European football for the Saudi millionaire project? What Florentino Perez thinks that? What's more, can this possible transfer change football as we know today? The news exploded in the world of football and took everyone by surprise. The Saudi government, through PIF, Public Investment Fund, is willing to pay the complete termination clause of the player, i.e. €1 billion. This value would make Vini Jr. the most expensive player in history, surpassing any other ace that has already been negotiated. But why are the Saudis willing to pay so much money? And can this proposal change Vinicius Jr.'s trajectory forever? If you want to understand how this transfer can shake world football, stay with me until the end of the video, because this story is far from simple. Saudi Arabia has already shown to the world that it is willing to invest heavily in football. After hiring stars like Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Benzema, Kanté, and Mané, now they want one of the best players of the new generation, Vinicius Jr. But unlike other players who are already at the end of his career, Vini Jr. is at its peak, playing titles at Champions League and being a key piece at Real Madrid. Saudis want to build a powerful league, capable of rivaling the great European championships. But the question you don't want to silence is, why pay so much money for a single player? The answer is simple. Vinicius Jr. is not just a player, he is a brand. He has charisma, talent, millions of followers, and is seen as one of the future winners of the Golden Ball. For the Saudis, hiring him would be a master blow to attract the attention of the world to his league. But would Vinicius accept this proposal? And Real Madrid, are you willing to negotiate? Let's understand how the situation is inside the merengue club. Real Madrid president Florentino Perez has already made it clear that Vinicius Jr. is non-negotiable. The club renewed its contract until 2027, precisely to prevent other teams from trying to take it out of Madrid. However, no club has ever faced a €1 billion proposal. Think about it. This value could play almost any hiring in the world. With this money, Real Madrid could buy Haaland, Mbappé, and Rafael Leão at the same time and would still be money left. So can Perez reconsider this decision? Behind the scenes of the club indicate that Real Madrid do not want to sell Vinicius Jr., but at the same time, a proposal of this size can change any plan. Real's great dilemma is losing one of your best players or making the biggest sale in history. But what if Vinicius wants to leave? Can money speak louder? Let's understand the situation of the player himself. Following Real Madrid's 2-0 win over Girona on Sunday, 23, by La Liga, coach Carlo Ancelotti praised Vinicius Jr.'s performance, who scored the second goal of the team and was one of the highlights of the match at Santiago Bernabeu. In the post-game collective, Ancelotti praised the Brazilian's performance, stating that he was in his best version. Today, I saw an unstoppable Vinicius. In the second half, he made a difference, faced the opponents on 1-against-1, and showed the level we know of him, said the coach. The Spanish press also recognized Vinicius's great performance, pointing him as one of the best on the field. Despite the compliments, Ancelotti mentioned that the striker could still have been more accurate in some throws, but reinforced his importance to the team. With the result, Real Madrid remains firm in La Liga's lead, and Vinicius Jr. remains one of the team's protagonists in search of more titles of the season. Another very important factor in this soap opera is as follows. Vinicius Jr. is negotiating a new contract with Real Madrid. And you know what the big problem is? The salary. Today, Vinicius receives about 14 million euros a year, but he wants 25 million euros per season. Real Madrid, on the other hand, has a salary ceiling that limits the salaries of its players. The club board believes that giving Vini Jr. such a high salary can create an internal problem, as other players may also require increases. But now, with this $1 billion from Saudi Arabia, Vinicius has gained a powerful asset to press Real Madrid. He can simply say, either you pay what I want, or I accept the proposal and leave. If Real Madrid gives in, he will become one of the highest-paid players in Europe. If you do not give in, you may lose your biggest star to an emerging market. So what will be the next step? What will Vinicius Jr. decide? The proposal by Vinicius Jr. not only shook Real Madrid, but also UEFA and European football as a whole. UEFA President Alexander Seferin has already shown concern about the growing influence of Saudi Arabia in world football. He believes that if large stars continue to go there, European leagues can start to lose strength. It makes sense. If the best players start leaving Europe because of millionaire contracts, the level of Champions League may fall and European clubs may lose market value. So the question is, can this offer by Vinicius Jr. be the beginning of a new era in football? Or is it just another unsuccessful attempt to take the largest talents in Europe? Now we get to the crucial point. Vinicius Jr. has the largest offer in football history. He can choose between staying at Real Madrid, continuing to dispute Champions League, and build a legacy in Europe, or accept Saudi Arabia's proposal and become the highest-paid player in history. The decision is in his hands. But what do you think? What should Vinicius do? Answer here in the comments. And if you want more updates about this football soap opera, you already subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell and leave the like in the video.